Yes, sir.
Thank you. Sir, this is a weekly program. Actually, on every Saturday, we used to have this workshop or an awareness program on different aspects of the technical and educational academic type of programs, in which we used to call all the experts from different fields. And sir, these programs are being organized at 11 to 1 o'clock on every Saturday. Sir, basically the purpose of these programs is to create an awareness among the industries, among our officers, among the laboratories, among the students, that what are the new changes coming into the field in their fields. Sir, we have with us, actually, I tried, but maybe due to some problem, Dikshit Saab could not join, and I have just spoken to Jay Saab. I think he's also not able to join. Maybe he may be joining in due course of time. Today we have with us are an expert, Dr. V.N. Gupta ji, who is from National Test House right now. He has a lot of experience of more than 35 years of experience working in the defense, National Test House, and earlier in BHEL and Reliance, Whale, etc. So he has worked in many fields. He is basically a license AME license holder from DGCA in electrical system. Sir, we are obliged that you are here, and as you have a very big experience, vast experience of the technical fields, I would like to request you to kindly let us know, our participants, how to do the calibration, how to do the testing, and what are these electrical parameters. Sir, now over to you, sir, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, and giving me the opportunity as an expert in the field of electrical parameters and calibrations. So, good morning to you all. Now, I am going to share my PPT slides. So, I'm going to give my lecture on the precision measurement in electrical parameters and calibration of electrical equipments. I have chosen this topic very carefully because of my 35 years of experience in this field, electrical field. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Please.
Because why, sir? Why that precision measurement is always there in every field? It is there, whether it is chemical, civil, mechanical. Okay, sir. But why the precision measurement? And why precision measurement in electrical parameter it is important? And how the calibration of electrical equipment is done to get the precision measurement in the electrical field. So as we know that India is the member of WTO since 1 January 1995. India's exports has been steadily increasing over the years. In November 2022, it was 58.22 USD billion as compared to 52.46 USD billion last year. With the reduction in trade deficit from 30.19 USD billion to 11.11 USD billion. The MSME sector plays a vital role in Indian economy. It not only contributes 50% of India's total export, but also is a major source of employment as well. To keep this sector strong and in trajectory growth in manufacturing process, the precision measurement plays a key role from designing to machining and processing the final output of the product with less rejection. Precision measurement also develops confidence amongst its workforce and enhances continuous development in designing and gives longer life to its final product, whether it is a part of automobile or aviation industry, home appliances, machinery equipment, medical devices, or tools used in agriculture sector. It also encourages a new entrepreneur to open a startup in manufacturing sector. Sir, in this regard, just in a brief, what I want to
Sir, you are speaking.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I think there was some problem. Your voice was not there. Now it is okay, sir. Please.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Yes,
now I'm going to give the lecture on the electrical precision measurement.
please.
Yes, sir. India is the member of WTO since 1 January 1995. India's export has been steadily increasing over the years. In November 2022, it was in November 2022, it was 58.22 USD billion as compared to 52.46 USD billion last year, November 21, with reduction in trade deficit from 13.19 USD billion to 11.11 USD billion. The MSME sector plays a vital role in Indian economy. It not only contributes 50% of India's total export, but also is a major source of employment as well. To keep this sector strong and in trajectory growth in manufacturing process, the precision measurement plays a key role from designing to machining and processing the final output of the product with less rejection. Precision measurement also develops confidence among its workforce and enhances continuous development in designing and gives longer life to its final product, whether it is parts of automobile or aviation industry, home appliances, machinery, equipments, medical devices or tools used in agriculture sector. It is also encourage a new entrepreneur to open a startup in manufacturing sector. So, sir, here means what I am going to what I am emphasizing that precision measurement plays a pivotal role and very vital role in the Indian manufacturing industry. Okay, sir.
Sir, if
Means
you will kindly permit me, actually Joint Secretary Sir has joined. If you kindly permit, because we could not make it officially inaugurate the workshop, I would like to request, because I think, sir, you are not feeling well. That's why you are late.
okay, sir. Okay, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir.
Sir, I would like to request our Joint Secretary Sir, if he kindly inaugurate the workshop, and then we can continue, sir, please. So
Okay,
today
okay.
we have a lecture from our one of the best scientists from National Test House, Dr. V.N. Gupta. Basically, we are working on the calibration and testing of electrical parameters. Today, workshop is basically, it will be very helpful for the industry and the laboratories, animal laboratories who are working in this field to calibrate. Because we have also requested him to make a presentation of how to calculate the uncertainty. He is having an experience of more than 35 years, and we are thankful to NTH who has given us this process, these experts to us. As sir, you are the in charge of NTH also, I would like to request you to kindly inaugurate this workshop, please, sir.
Okay, sir. Please, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Sorry, I'm a little late in joining this link, but thank you, Ashutosh. Warm welcome to all the participants of this particular workshop and seminar, which is being conducted on precision measurements in electrical engineering equipment and in electrical engineering industry. So, National Test House, which is one of the 110-year-old laboratory for precision measurements and testing of products and services and materials in the country, has a very detailed program and a faculty on electrical engineering, and they have very good scientists. Mr. Gupta, who's a leading scientist in this area, is going to speak about how we can calibrate the various measuring instruments and the various electrical equipment which is used in the country. So I think this is going to be very interesting. The electrical engineering equipment or the meters are used and they are proliferating in the country. There are a large number of industrial manufacturers and users of electrical equipment across in the commercial world as well as in the scientific area. And measurement of uncertainty and looking into what kind of measurement parameters, a precision measurement in electrical engineering is going to be a must area, because the consumption of electricity is going to grow in the country in the coming years. The equipment is growing, and therefore accurate measurement and calibration is also a must. So I congratulate the legal metrology team in organizing this electrical calibration workshop today. Let's listen to Mr. Gupta, Vishwanath Gupta, who's a scientist in the National Test House and is a leading expert on electrical equipment measurements. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Today also, sir, at the end of the program, we will allow all the participants to switch on their cameras so that we can take a picture, and we will put it on this new. We have started new Twitter handle LM Legal Metrology GOI LM GOI or Legal Metrology India. I will request all the participants to kindly like it after this program. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Sorry, Dr. Gupta, I have disturbed you in the morning. I will stop you. Kindly continue, please, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to all you, sir. Sir,
Good
presently
morning.
I'm going to give my lecture on precision measurement in electrical parameters and calibration of electrical equipments. So, sir, this measurement is the basic heart of every industry, manufacturing industry. Okay, sir. So, why that precision is required in the measurement? And precision measurement in electrical parameters, so why it is so important? Okay, sir. So the precision measurement in electrical parameters, sir, the electrical parameters, you know that nowadays all the manufacturing industry and all means it is using the automation system and other industry also, which is based on this sensing equipments, is based on the Seebeck effect and Seebeck effect and piezoelectric effect. Okay, sir. So just I am giving the example, sir. I am giving the example at the temperature control system of the aviation system. It is based on the thermocouple, okay, sir, which is generating in the millivolt. And that millivolt, it is converted in the degree centigrade. So slight variation in the millivolt, it will give the huge variation in the temperature system of the control system. Okay, sir. So that if little error in this precision measurement of electrical parameters like voltage, it will give the disastrous result as output. So with the precision measurement also, the manufacturing industry means everything is based on the precision measurement, whether the final output from the machining from that one. So just I am going to present this one, my PPT, basically for the India and the manufacturing sector. So, sir, India is the member of WTO since 1 January 1995. India's exports has been steadily increasing over the years. In November 2022, it was 58.22 USD billion as compared to 52.46 USD billion last year, November 21, with reduction in trade deficit from 13.19 USD billion to 11.11 USD billion. The MSME sector plays a vital role in Indian economy. It not only contributes 50% of India's total export, but also a major source of employment as well. To keep this sector strong and in trajectory growth in manufacturing process, the precision measurement plays a key role from designing to machining and processing the final output of the product with less rejection. Precision measurement also develops confidence among its workforce and enhances continuous development in designing and gives longer life to its final product, whether it is parts of automobile or aviation industry, home appliances, machinery equipments, medical devices, or tools used in agriculture sector. It also encourages a new entrepreneur to open a startup in manufacturing sector. High precision measurement. Measurement control is a core concept of quality control. Sir, this line gives a very, very elaborate situation. Measurement control is a core concept of quality control. The word precision is used as a synonymous to accuracy, but it's totally different. Normally, we say that this is the accurate or this is the precise, and we take it is in the same way, but it is the totally different, sir. It is the totally different. Why? Precision is defined as the quality of being exact and refers to how close two or more measurements are to each other, regardless of whether those measurements are accurate or not. Means precision, it gives the sentence of repeatability. Means once precision is the, means we can be precise. How, sir? Because once we are giving the repeatability, means same measurements every time, then we can say that we are the precise, because our measurement is exactly to same, but how much close to the accurate value or the standard value, we are not knowing that it is. So that is defined by the accuracy. Accuracy is defined as the degree to which the result of a measurement conforms to the correct value or a standard, and essentially refers to how close a measurement it is to its agreed value. Means here the precision word, it is for the repeatability, and accuracy means it is means how close we are to the standard value. So we can see, and in this regard, we can also say, sir, it is possible for precision measurements to not be accurate. So why the precision? Because precision is in our hands, sir. And accuracy, it depends on the instruments we are having. So, sir, I am giving the example. Suppose in the firing range, okay, sir, here there are two boards are there. Now two fellows are firing, okay, sir. So first fellow means who is firing, and that is targeting the bull, but means it is targeting to the bull, but it is going to the, it is hitting the bull, it is the center point, but all the fires bullet are the spaced away. So it is not the precise what should be there. And take the right hand example, means it is firing away from the center point, but all the fired bullets are at the same point close to each other, that we can say that it is precise. So both accuracy and precision reflects now a close measurement is how to an actual value, but they are not the same. Accuracy reflects how close a measurement is to a known or accepted value, while precision reflects how reproducible measurements are, even if they are far from the accepted value. Measurements that are both precise and accurate and repeatable and very close to true value is the need of the hour. So here, sir, here means now with my efficiency, I am the precise, okay, sir. But once it is taken to the standard, to the true value, that is called the accurate. So what our industry needs, that to be precise and accurate, that is the need of our measurements that are both precise and accurate and repeatable and very close to true values ensure your product comes out the same way every time, which is one of the essential features we refer to as quality for volume production. Means if I'm giving the example, sir, suppose that a leading industry in battery manufacturer, okay, sir, suppose take the Exide, Amra Raja, whatever it may be there, there means measurement, it is precise and accurate in every field, whether it is the lead contents, whether it is lead plate, or it is the electrolyte, then means every produced battery will give the same result, whether it is in the used in Jammu Kashmir or in Kanyakumari or in Rajasthan. So that is the country requires at present, means our manufacturing products should be very precise, very accurate, and it should meet the norms of Indian and international standards. So here means how do we measure the precision? Means how much it is precise by specified tolerance, because every system has a unit, but how we can measure the precise means how much we are the precise. The degree of accuracy and precision of a measuring system are related to the uncertainty. Means here, uncertainty plays a vital role to measure, means how much our output, measure output, how much it is the precise, means it can be quantified with the help of uncertainty. Earlier, when concept of uncertainty was not there, sir, it was the only standard value, then measured value, then it was the error. So by means adding or subtracting the error, we were reaching to the standard value. But how much uncertain for that and also we do not know. So what example I have given, sir, that the IR thermometer used by the security fellow at the gate of uh, airport, if it has got uncertainty of more than 1 degree centigrade, uh, but having the very good accuracy, 0.3 degree centigrade of equipment, it will not solve our purpose. It will lead to a disastrous value. So uncertainty is a quantitative measurement of how much your measured value deviates from a standard or expressed value. If measurements are not very accurate or precise, then uncertainty values will be very, very high. In more general terms, uncertainty can be thought of as a disclaimer for the measured value. Means, suppose in our testing industry also, whether means if limit is there as per IS, means that high voltage should be having that not more than 3% of uncertainty. So if uncertainty is more than 4% or 5%, whether we are having traceable calibration certificate, it is not going to solve our very much purpose. The factor contributing to uncertainty in a measurement includes limitation of the measuring device, the skill of the person making the measurement, irregularity in the object being measured, any other factors that affect the outcome. So here means limitation of the measuring device. Why we say, sir? Because that any measurement it is measured by the certain defined equipment, but that equipment also should be of that high precise value so that it can measure that output to the desired value. The skill of the person making the measurement, that is also important. I am giving one example for that. Earlier we used to have that emitter voltmeter where in backdrop one glass mirror was fitted, and that was called the parallax error. Okay, sir. Means parallax error means that person once he was seeing that the shadow of needle it is in the line, then only he was taking the measurement. Means he has to be exactly in the 90-degree vertical position to read the value. So, but now due to digital revolution, means this purpose has been solved, this difficulty has been solved, and means more precise measurement, electrical measurement system has come up in the market. Now, irregularity in the object being measured means the object which are to be measured, if that is also irregular in shape, so that also it will lead to difficulty for measurement, and the uncertainty of the measurement will be high. Suppose we have got a A4 sheet of in rectangular size. If it is not pure in rectangular size, then it will give the high value of uncertainty. So not only the our machine, our equipment, our personal, but object also has to be in very, very good shape for to lower the uncertainty to accept the result by the firms or by the consumers. Any other factors that affect the outcome? Here means factors, what is there, sir? Suppose why means that environmental it is being maintained, whether it is for the laboratory or for the testing area, the environmental conditions are being maintained. Our the supply voltage should be stabilized so that our output result also should not be deviate from the desired value. So these are the factors that means affecting the outcome. Ah, factor means suppose we are going for the industry also taking our precision measurement or our instruments, so it should be carried as healthy position as it is possible, sir. And after that also before and after measurements should be there, that our what equipment we have taken to the industry and what we have brought, okay sir, it is in the same condition and again to be accepted for the next measurement in our laboratory or in testing area. So some of the precision equipments used in electrical parameters and which are the parts of the electrical national test house, sir. Just I am giving the display so that my viewers, they can watch means what the NTH is using for the why it is so famous for its result in test and calibration field also. So this is the type C goniometer used in the LED industries, which is measuring the output of LEDs, luminaries, and all. This type C mirror goniometer system used with the control panels means it can measure the electrical output also and lux, candela, everything it can measure. These are the live test rack with control panel for normal life test, switching cycle test, and endurance test for accelerated life for the LED only. Here, sir, the first one is the dust chamber for protection against ingress of dust. Means once we are using some of the, whether it is our mobile system, our laptop, electronic system, we are seeing it is written that IP55, IP56, IP65, that is called the ingress protection 65. Means first digit, it is giving the desired value of solid object, protection against solid object, and second is the protection against water. So this is the dust chamber used for the first digit of 5 and 6 value. And this one rain test chamber for protection against ingress of water. Means for the IP, this is defined by the second digit. This is the humidity chamber for moisture resistance test. Means any electronic equipments, if it is used, and so it should be defined that at what degree or what percentage of relative humidity it can work. So that also it is being tested here by using this apparatus, humidity chamber. These are the environmental chamber for temperature cycle test. Suppose this is the very precise one, sir. It is used from means suppose that your temperature from minus 20 degrees centigrade to 70 degrees centigrade, means any aviation equipment, when it is somewhere it is at the 20 degrees centigrade, then minus 20 degrees centigrade it is going in the air. So the performance of that equipment also can be checked by using these equipments. This is the thermal enclosure for thermal cycle and endurance test. This one, the second one, surge tester for measurement of instantaneous surge voltage, the insulation tester, high voltage test for dielectric strength test. Means this can be used for any that electrical stores like cables, switches. These high voltage test equipment is being used for that one, sir. These are the very precision equipments. Hot air one for resistance to heat, means same again it is for use as a environmental chamber. Here glow wire test apparatus for resistance to fire and ignition. Basically this equipment is also used as a test equipment to see, suppose sir our that meter box is there and this outer cover means which is there, that can be tested here, means whether if any fire or short circuit occurs, so that should not affect the meter installed in it or any other material also. There means that hot temperature should not affect the meter or operators. For that purpose it is being used, sir. This is the ball pressure test apparatus for resistance to heat. Means it is also being used for that any thermoplastic substances which are in the heat zone, so that by using this one means it should define that objects are test are stored that it is suitable to use for further process. This is the tracking index test apparatus for resistance to tracking. Means any switches or socket once we are using, sir, and if suppose little bit humidity is there and we are switching on, so that means any it should not give a shock to us, so that means that material also can be used, means in the surface area this leakage current once it is on the contact of that one, its leakage current should not of that value, so that it is hazardous for the human being. This is the earthbound, sir. Why I am giving this type of equipment? because the viewer can have a slight idea means what equipment they are using, means how much rigorous testing it is going by the Indian test house or national test house. So when it is reaching to them, it is very safe to use. So this is the earth-bound test apparatus for measurement earth resistance. Okay, sir. So means we are using that in our home appliances, whether it is the AC, fridge, or whatever it may be there, means their outer body part, once something is leaking from the inside, it should not come to is a shock for us who is going to touch it. So for that one means earth-bound test apparatus measurement earth resistance. Means that system means outer body is earthed or not, and once it is earthed, that means how effective it is. It by this tester we can see this one. So these are the standard fingers, sir. So same thing, sir. I told the ingress protection of solid objects. These are used for the first means that dust chamber it was being used for the measurement of particle means dust and all. But this one suppose some outer body. If we are telling this is the IP21 or IP31, so these instruments used to determine the first degree of the ingress protection. This torsion test apparatus for mechanical strength test, like gauges for dimensional measurements. These are the, this is the, sir, our impulse testing laboratory in Ghaziabad. By this one, we are using to test the transformer, distribution transformers and power transformers. Means if the light occurs on the installed transformers, whether that transformer is able to withstand with that lightning or not. So by this equipment or by these operators, we are able to determine of the health of the transformer. Now coming to the calibration of electrical equipment. Okay, sir. So these are the machines means here means the calibrator, the left hand side you are seeing the calibrator which is being as a source to calibrate the clamp meter, power meter, ammeter, voltmeter, and various other instruments, temperature indicating instruments is being calibrated here with the reference multimeter 8.5 G. Sir, these are the actual photograph of the National Test House. These machines are solely used in the National Test House. Sir, here means the high voltage test set of 100 kV. You can see it here, sir. It is also being calibrated with the precision high voltage test divider. So calibration of, so we are having the capability to calibrate high voltage up to 100 kV HV set with very low uncertainty as much as 1.9% in high voltage. And if you see, sir, in the low voltage area, we can measure means up to uncertainty of 0.0007 volt, means up to 25 ppm value also we can have the uncertainty with this one. So calibration of equipment. Why the calibration of electrical equipment is required? Once we are testing the product with our electrical equipments, so we should know the health of the electrical tester or electrical test equipment, that what is being reported as a result, how much accurate it is. So where necessary to ensure valid results, the measuring equipment shall be calibrated or verified at specified intervals or prior to use against measurement standards traceable to national or international measurement standards. Proper calibration of critical equipment is central to for the service and reputation, whether a manufacturer, service, or a provider or a supplier. Calibration is a set of operations required to ensure that the measuring equipment conforms to the requirements of the intended use. It ensures that the instruments used are faithfully reproducing the measured values and the measurements made are acceptable with required degree of accuracy. Unfortunately, calibration is occasionally viewed by organizations as undesirable overhead rather than a quality assurance tool. Consequences may be rejection of products and loss in service and business reputation, besides recalls of products and litigations. Sir, these are as good as mandatory, means before the reporting our results, our test equipment should be calibrated from the proper calibration agency, and this should be traceable to national and international standards. Means what I mean to say, sir, suppose that in USA, if they want some product, it is at a very, very high standard, giving the technical specification. So that is their means requirement. It is going from the SI to their national standard. And suppose India is going to manufacturer, so we should test and report which should be same, traceable means which should be same. Once it is going, then it should be acceptable to their technical specification. So that is the required means why the calibration of electrical equipment it is required. Now I am going, sir, why means how to calibrate, means the test equipment, how it should be calibrated. So if, especially in the electrical field, we are not having, sir, any Indian standard or international standard as in the mechanical calibration field. So means here we have to make our own working standards or work instructions manual so that it can solve the purpose of the calibration. So that's why valid and document calibration procedures shall be followed. EUC, here EUC means equipment under calibration, is functional and operating within specified limits. So sir, means here means whether the for the calibration, if suppose any calibrator has come. So being a national test house, sir, national test house, the calibration laboratory of national test house, it has served means very major industries is HL, Koraput, WBACDCL, West Bengal State Electricity Board, Media Thermal Power Plant, WBPDCL at Sagar Dighi, Railway at Itarsi and Katni, DRDO Panagarh, means various organizations of repute it has served, and it has brought the laurel to the National Test House. So means the calibration standards used shall be selected to match the defined TMI requirements in terms of resolution, range, stability, and accuracy with valid and traceable calibration certificate. So that's why, sir, means first we are having that very high standard of our calibration equipments, means like 8.5 digit reference multimeter, 6.5 digit multifunction calibrator, means this high end equipment should be calibrated from the very high accurate means laboratory like NPL, like IDMI Mumbai or ERTL. Then only the traceability of chain can be maintained and error and deviation in uncertainty can be transferred from SI to our instruments, and that should be incorporated in our calibration result. Sir, here just I would like to give one example. When I was in BHL and was in test bed of 500 megawatt generator, sir, thermal generator, means this is so huge generator, and its winding is having so low resistance. That means measuring also gives a very challenging problem. So what happens, sir? Means everything was accurate, but the measuring of resistance of winding resistance, measurement of resistance of winding resistance, it was giving slight variation. So at that time, this is the practical example I am giving, sir. So means we have brought other equipments, but every time means slight variation or it was going on. But the result of the winding resistance, it means winding of the generator, it was giving okay what it was desired. Later on, we have checked means that the calibration certificate, what the instrument we were using, it was having little slight variation. If we had incorporated during measurement also, so it could have given us the correct result at that time. Means what I mean to say, sir, what I have told earlier means industries, other industries. So this is the BHL means whether this type of solution is there means just you refer your calibration laboratory and then you incorporate your result. But the most of the industries take the calibration as a means burden to themselves. Means why to once instrument is there, it will be giving that means 100 volt means 100 volt, 200 volt means 200 volt, but the slight variation in its software or in its PCB may give the slight variation in the result also. So that's why the calibration is important. So the proper lab condition should be there, sir. Proper lab condition means temperature, humidity. For the electrical calibration, it is very much important. Means the temperature of the laboratory should be maintained. The output means supply output, it should be stabilized. Your earth to neutral voltage, it should be have below 1 volt. Your means earthing resistance also should be less than 1 ohm. So the electrical calibration laboratory needs to be very precise and should have the very proper lab condition for the measurement. Just I am giving the example, sir. One of the our famous calibration laboratory at Mumbai, they are having their standards in millivolt, continuous on since 85 or 86. So that type of means stability we require in the field of calibration. Next, sir, once we are going to calibrate, first, we have to see the EUC means equipment under calibration. It is whether proper functioning or not. And electrical parameters. It is so vast. It is so huge that every multimeters, even you see the range of multimeters, whether it starts from 3.5 digit, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, and multimeter means earlier what we have ammeter different, voltmeter different, power factor different, everything different for different measurement. Now due to innovation of technology, we are having the instruments which can give the desired output very different parameters by the single instruments. So for that one, the sequential calibration steps and details regarding data collection means if we are having the multimeters, then also a one sequential calibration should be there, sir. Like first we are going to touch means DC millivolt, then 1 volt, then 100 volt, then 500 volt, 1000 volt, etc. Then means like that means current, then resistance, then capacitance, whatever the desired by the firm. So after calibration means labeling and sealing after calibration to prevent tampering of the setting which affects the performance. See, generally we write in the calibration certificate that the calibration certificate is valid for the instruments with the serial numbers and it has been calibrated, it is in the laboratory condition. So that's why the sealing and all it is required so that any tampering once it is there, then your calibration certificate is not valid for that one. Now here for traceability of measurements. Here's a traceability of measurements. So now once we are emphasizing for the calibration of electrical equipments from the industry, so same way it applies for us also. Means our measurements also should be traceable to national standards. Means the chain of traceability has to be maintained. Means suppose from the SI to NMI like our NPL, means whatever the deviation it is there, then from NPL to EITL or IDMI that should be incorporated. And again, once we are going to calibrate our instrument from there, in that calibration certificate uncertainty is there, so that should be also incorporated in our calibration certificate, so that the industry which are using, they should know that how much error it is there and how accurate their instrument it is, and what is the uncertain, how much they are uncertain about their measurements. So that's why, sir, means uncertainty plays a vital role, and unfortunately, it is not looked after by the user also. Means okay, now our instrument has been calibrated, means calibrated. An ABL logo is there, okay, that instrument can be used for working. It is giving the major problem, sir. Nobody is seeing the uncertainty, so that the firms and all, it has to be very careful to see the uncertainty whether the instrument is usable or not after calibration also. So that's why it is defined as the property of the result of a measurement or the value of the standard, whereby it can be related to national or international standard through an unbroken chain of comparisons, all having stated uncertainties. A simple traceability can be conceived as a system of transferring SI units from the point of definition to the user. Means whatever it is defined, sir, as a meter, as a kilogram, as a second, means suppose in Canada, if somebody wants that 1 meter of paper, it is required from the India having tolerance of means 1 mm or 5 mm, then once we are sending our product, then it should meet to their requirement, means once they are measuring from their standards, so it should be 1 meter plus or minus 5 millimeter, then only it should, our product will be acceptable to the Indian market. That's why, sir, when I am I want that this measurement and metrology, it should be taught from the initial itself. It should be incorporated in our syllabus system, so that where the engineers or doctors or a lineman in assembly of automotives, when he joins our product, the users, whether it is from the UAE or from the America or from the Japan, they should have that much of confidence. Okay, it has been assembled in India. That's why we are going to use this. It will not having any bad effect. You see, sir, these are the basically because of precision measurement. Means earlier automotive industries, automotive cars and all, they were having the range of 1 kilo, means 1 lakh kilometer, and nowadays means in Ola, Uber, they are driving means within 4 5 years up to 2.5 lakh kilometers, and it is still it is not giving any such kind of problem. It is because of the precision measurement, sir. And once because of the precision measurement of GPS also, the America while sitting there or we are sitting there, means we are able to locate any point within the specified limit. Here, sir, just I am putting a model calibration of certificate. So just I am giving, sir, the before the calibration, means here I have not written before calibration, means what we should be there, sir. If any calibration equipment has come in the laboratory, first it should be checked for its proper functioning of the performance checks. means what the customer has requested in its review certificate, that it should be calibrated in following range. That range has to be checked whether it is working or not, then only it should be acceptable. Afterwards, it should be brought and TR should be generated and it should be sent to the laboratory. Then after warming up, see our sir, our equipment, calibration equipment also requires a need a care like a baby or child, means it should be warm up properly. It should be zeroing has been done. What is the zeroing, sir? Zeroing means any stray voltage with effect of magnetic field or with effect of earth to neutral voltage, it should be removed at least once in a week. And our temperature means in the laboratory should be very proper. Okay, sir. Sometimes even in testing also we need the corrected value. We need the corrected value resistance of wire at 20 degrees centigrade. So why that also environmental of laboratory is so important. So here means model calibration certificate has been given. So like that, sir, just I'm giving example. So this is the our actual certificate. Screenshot has been given and pasted because so much things we cannot paste in our PPT. So just I'm giving the one example of the calibration certificate. So that unit of volt means V. Now set frequency. See, we are having the multimeters. We by this multimeter we can measure the voltage at 50 hertz also, at 1 kilohertz also, at 10 kilohertz also. Because now so much scope, so much range has been developed, sir, for different uses. Like in aviation industry, it is all the supply voltage it is being used at 400 hertz. So that's why we do not know that multimeter where it will be used, but it should be calibrated for its full range. So that means set frequency at 50 hertz means standard value in corresponding unit, means it has been injected like this 0.1 volt, then 0.19 volt, 1.9, 19, 190, 300. Then same again it has been repeated for 1 kilohertz and for the 10 kilohertz, and in the next column UC value in corresponding unit. This is for the example only, sir. So means 0.10. So whatever result it is there, we are noting down and the calibration certificate is prepared on the basis of that one. So in the last column, it is given the expanded uncertainty in the corresponding unit. Okay, sir. Now here the calculation sheet of certificates. So that front page we are seeing that it looks very simple, but sir, for 0.1 volt also, just you see, sir, here means 5 readings that has been taken and average of that has been taken in the second column. This is the part of Excel sheet. So it is automatically calculating and saving lot of time for us. So average of UC indicated value, it is shown in the this column, and that is the error. Then type A uncertainty. So sir, this uncertainty also it is a very big chapter, means that full international community has evolved certain procedure to calculate the uncertainty. Means uncertainty here, if we see here the uncertainty budget. So uncertainty consists of two types of error. One is the random error, one is the systematic error. So here means once we are taking the reading, observed reading 995.6, it may be 995.7, it may be like that 5 readings if you are taking. So means we are taking the mean value, that is called the then average reading of that one. So that standard deviation, the formula is there, sir. So these are the big chapters, just it is for the illustration only. So here means type A uncertainty, it is given like this one. Now, 0.10772. These are the type A uncertainty. Means type A uncertainty depends upon the equipments under calibration and our means usage of them, means it is depending upon how we are going to measure that value. So these are the type A uncertainty. Means here means sir 995.6, it may deviate some more one also. It may go 997 also, 998 also, the same instrument, but depends on if suppose take the example, if our supply means supply in the laboratory it is not stabilized and environmental condition of laboratory is not good, then observation reading may variation may be there in observation reading. So type A uncertainty sir, it depends on this environmental condition, how we are calibrating and what the efficiency of ours, it is giving the type A uncertainty. So once means our environmental system is okay, our calibration equipment, calibration standard is okay, means whatever we are injecting, suppose we are injecting in the multimeter, if it is the stabilized value, then equipment is also very stabilized, then this result has to be very, very same. So means we have taken the granted, no, our system, it is the very, very stabilized one, but these are the equipments. Now giving the output means slight variation is there in the equipment. So to remove this one, what we have shown there, here, that is the different, this is the difference, sir. Here means true value, this one we have given, suppose we have injected 0.1, this is the for volt, that is for the ampere, that is for the illustration purpose. So here means the 0.1 volt, here it is showing only one value, so that is the sir, this is the mean value, means EUC value in corresponding unit, means what it is showing, that is the measurement and average of the 5 readings. So here the expanded uncertainty, I will let you know sir why this expanded uncertainty it is being used. So now here we have come to the type A uncertainty. Okay sir. Now there is the type B uncertainty also. Means how it is evaluated type B uncertainty. So we can see here, sir, there is the UB1, UB2, UB3, UB4. Means there are, we have taken 4 types of uncertainty, and it is the requirement of NABL also that at least 3 type of type B uncertainty should be incorporated. So here means source uncertainty of standard used for calibration of the meter. So sir, again what we have discussed earlier, that once we are using our calibration standard, then means uncertainty from the SI units to the NPL to the ERTL, it should be transferred. So means here B1 means uncertainty is the 0.0370 ampere, what the calibration certificate, our standard calibration certificate we have got from the ERTL or NPL. So these are written there, means these are the defined by the our calibration agency, that for this equipment you are uncertain of 0.0370 ampere at that range of equipment. So here we have incorporated, and here the divisor K means coverage factor. Same thing, sir. This uncertainty is a very, very big and elaborate chapter. The 4 days training it is being given on the uncertainty only by the reputed institutes. Whether it is sometime NPH is also given by the EITL, IDMI, or NABL also on the topic of uncertainty. So assuming normal distribution here means just we have to illustrate degrees of freedom B2. Now here means this one is the UB1 means uncertainty of the standard used for the calibration of meter. It has come here, this one. Now UB2 source specification accuracy of standard used for the calibration. Now here, sir, this first one was there. Now once we have calibrated from the agency, now this one is specification oblique accuracy of standard used for the calibration. Means, suppose, sir, we have purchased some of the our specified standard from the Fluke or from some other agencies. So they are having their technical specification also. So there they will define in that range how much uncertain, means how much uncertain they are. That's why their uncertainty has to be also incorporated in the system. So that's why means this is the divisor that is being used, and assuming rectangular distribution means here means UV2 uncertainty is also coming at that point of time. Now, sir, here it is coming source uncertainty due to temperature stability as per the manual. Means here why that UV3 is incorporated, sir? Because that equipment, that standard, that has been specified that it should be used, suppose 25 degrees centigrade plus minus 2.5 degrees centigrade, then this uncertainty will be valid. Otherwise, once it is go, suppose you are using beyond 30 degrees centigrade environmental condition, then also there is the defined value of uncertainty which has to be incorporated. Sometimes at the on-site, and sometimes if there is the urgency and we need to calibrate, then what happens? That uncertainty also to be incorporated in this system. So here, since it is being used in this system, it is as a zero. So why we are putting here as a 0 degree, zero uncertainty for this value. So now UV4. So sir, here means uncertainty due to resolution error of the measuring instrument. Okay, sir. So as already I have told you, sir, I am giving one example that suppose we are having the digital multimeter in the range of 3.5 digit, 4.5 digit, 5.5 digit, 6.5 digit, 7.5 digit, and 8.5 is the highest one. So here means what is there, sir? Just I can give you the example. If 3.5 digit multimeter is costing rupees 5,000, then 4.5 digit will be costing near about 10,000 from the same manufacturing agency, and 5.5 digit will be costing near about 80,000 or rupees 1 lakh, or 6.5 digit will be costing around 2 to 2.5 lakh rupees in Indian currency, and 7.5 will be costing near about rupees 10 lakh. And if we are going the highest version of 8.5 digit, then it will be costing more than rupees 30 lakhs. So that's why means if that is the precision equipments, here means UV4 uncertainty due to resolution error. Means resolution error is what is there, sir? After decimal, how much point it is there, how much point it can display. Means after decimal, whether it is displaying 3 digit, 4 digit, 5 digits, 6 digits, 7 digits, or 8 digits, means that also has to be incorporated. Here means this is the example of 3.5 digit multimeter. So here means that's why, sir, that resolution is given 0.1000. For this multiplier is 0.55, then divisor is again square root 3, and this uncertainty is 0.028868. So here, sir, here means we can see here this resolution also, this is the playing a major role in this uncertainty. So after this type A and type B calculation of the uncertainty, here means combined uncertainty it is there, which is unincorporated U1 also and UB1 also. So here this is the formula square root under UA square U1 U2 then square summation of this one and this square root this one. This is the combined uncertainty. And there means in the column we are not writing this combined uncertainty, we are writing the expanded uncertainty at 95% confidence level, which is actually at the 95.46 coverage factor is 2, which has to be multiplied by the expanded uncertainty. So that's why it is written like approximate at 95%. So as per the norms, we have to report the expanded uncertainty at 95% confidence level. So these are the final results, means final results for any measured outputs are, this is the your means result after incorporating the error has to be incorporated and plus minus that your value how much uncertain you are. So this is the one type of certificate for one parameter we have shown here, sir. So means now measurement and calibration of electrical equipment. So here, sir, means different instruments we are receiving, and we have to be very careful to use our first, sir. We are purchasing the equipment. Earlier, it was being purchased from the very reference sources, from the flow or from the others agency. Means our Indian currency was going away from ours, so that should be taken too much care, sir, the equipments and all. And one thing I am telling, sir, that on basis of my experience, these equipments are so hardy, so accurate, and so precise that if it is being used properly, if it is preserved very in the good environmental condition and our supply voltage system, it is correct, then these equipments are not going to create any problem. When I was there, sir, in aviation sector, we were keep on using our equipment, test equipments from 30 years or 40 years. So just take the example, sir. See, MiG series, MiG 21, or whether MiG 27 or whatever, it has been obsolete in the foreign or other countries, and the spare parts and the measuring instruments, it is not available at all, but collapse to our workforce there, means they still using, still it is flying with the help of that measuring test equipment, because that is only giving the fitness to the aircraft. If these are not the serviceable, the peoples are not able to handle it properly, then imagine, sir, once a spare part is not there, once our test equipment was not there, then you can see that fitness of the aircraft was could not be given. And the efficiency of the workmanship is also being given. Here, sir, I would like to share just my, if you permit me, my example. When that Kargil was there, I was there at the border side. Means what happened, this aircraft, just I will be limited to the area, sir. Our aircraft has been deployed at different areas, but what is there, sir, our the test equipments were not there. Means some test equipment deployed at one places, some test equipment deployed at that places. So means this was the our knowledge and our handling of the system and the circuit diagram, means we have rectified our snacks with the limited number of equipment. And personally myself had been awarded good show by the Vayu Bhavan at that time, and it was the very means encouraging to me, sir. So means our personnel has to be very, very careful. See, sir, lots of money we are spending on the AMC, on the calibration, then again for the repairing of the instruments, and that is OEM, because once that instrument we are using our instruments and equipments, it is very, very means delicate and precise, then OEM may be charging very hefty amount if anything goes wrong, because nothing we can do it. And as per the GFR and all, we have to pay the fees, pay the repairing fees is on the single quotation basis. So that's why our fellows means our force has to be well trained, and this the calibration and precision measurement it should be incorporated. And in our mind, I am giving you, sir, one more example. Suppose, sir, there are the two terminal method and four terminal method for the measurement of resistance. Okay, sir. So with the precision equipment, if we are going to measure the low resistance with four terminal method. So that four terminal methods, that theory says that it will dissolve the problem of leads, means lead resistance should be compensated by the measuring of four resistance method. But that also, sir, here precision measurement plays very, very important role. Because what is the resistance? Resistance is the byproduct of V and I as per Ohm's law. Ohm's law means if you having the voltage applied, as if you know, if you can measure the current, then you can measure the resistance. So here plays the very, very important role, sir. Whether it is the railway line or in our distribution line, in the supply line, means cables are coming for testings, and overhead lines of railway transmission line, which is purely solid copper wire. So it is coming for the testing. If we know the precision measurement, we can give the correct resistivity corrected to 20 degrees centigrade, so that means our system is running very, very successfully. Just I am giving one example, sir. Means suppose 1 meter of length of copper bar. So simply, if you are going to measure by the instrument four terminal method also, it will not going to fetch you the desired result, which is having the very, very less resistance. Sir, in our calibration laboratory, we have shown and we have got the NAB accreditation for 30 micro ohm also, and that also at the cost of only 1%. So what I mean to say, if we are using VI method and our means error of lead is also incorporated, and if you are measuring the correct dimension, precise measurement, your length, diameter and area, and it has been tested by myself also, sir, and the resistance was taken into the ISES formula for copper percentage, and I have seen the, I have given the piece of the copper in the chemical laboratory, then, sir, I was very satisfied with my result, because it has deviated only for 1 or 2%. So means suppose it was 95% in the laboratory, in the chemical it came to 96%. So that was the very, very acceptable. So why means with the precision measurement, and whether it is calibration or in testing, you can verify your result. Means means suppose you are having the doubt of there that whether your instrument it is working fine, system is fine, then sometimes also that doubt will come in your mind, that whether what we have tested and what we have calibrated, whether it is true or not. So you can verify with other method also. So that is the importance of precise measurement in the electrical parameters. I am giving, sir, one more example. Here means in the aircraft also, the temperature control system, it plays very, very vital role. Means suppose if it is your jet pipe temperature is 800 degrees centigrade, if suppose your the thermocouple used and the measurement of thermal EMF means in the millivolt, if it is not amplified properly and calibrated properly and measured properly, then it will give the deviation of the 30-40 degrees centigrade. That is the very, very hazardous of aircraft. That's why, sir, besides measuring of equipment, precision measurement, you should also incorporate the safety of equipment, your process, safety of yourself, so that everything goes as per your desired output and desired in the desired line. Why that enable document says, sir, that once you are going for the calibration or measurement of high voltage, so these your relative humidity should not be more than 60%. So means here the control of, sir, we can control the environmental temperature very easily, but control of the humidity, it is very, very important. That's why the ISO 17025 also, NABL also, and our quality manual also, sir, corporate. Now, sir, you have incorporated quality manual also. So it was the very, very big achievement. That also state that our laboratory should be having very good environmental condition. So, sir, in Calcutta, it was very, very sometimes difficult due to humid condition. So always we used to have very calibrated this your humidity meter or dry bulb or wet bulb thermometer, and we see that it never goes out of 60% humidity. Otherwise, we have stopped our the calibration of high voltage test equipments. So these are the very much important, sir. The safety point is also important of the human itself, those who are in the surroundings or those who are in the calibration area or testing area. Here means one more important point is there, sir. Your earthing resistance should be very, very low, close to zero. If it is not there, the laboratory has to see, it has to be verified, and it is to be modified whether by using of chemical earthing or by any other means or by proper copper bar or strips. So here means why means that any stray magnetic field or any static electricity is also there little bit. Sir, once you rub our hand also, it is generating some kind of millivolts. That's why you see, sir, in the field of calibration, field of electronics, our hands also should be earthed so that any stray magnetic field or electric field should not pass on to the testing equipment or our equipment. So that's why means our means whenever we are going to use, we have to safeguard our area. We have to safeguard our area by any means or having the proper earthing, especially in the high voltage area, that proper boundary lines should be there, red tape should be there, because sometimes once we used to go in the testing of our calibration of high voltage set, especially in the railways. So nowadays, more and more contractual workers are involved there also. So they are not basically knowing means what is the high voltage, because electricity, sir, electricity, it is not visible. It is not visible. So that people may not know that whether what is there. So sometimes we have to safeguard ourselves, safeguard to those people. So we have to means cordon off that area. We have to put the red tape and all the instruments nearby. It should be earthed. And sometimes if proper earthing is there, sir, proper earthing is there, then we have to disconnect. We have to disconnect other equipments. Sir, I am giving one example. Once during snag rectification and in the aviation system, once we are going for the insulation resistance, because insulation resistance, will be injecting some kilovolt or something. We are disconnecting all the lines of the aircraft which are going in the software system or what, or in the automation system or other system. First we are disconnecting, then only we are going to give the insulation test for that particular equipment. Then means, then only it is safeguard, otherwise it will create the problems for other equipment also. So means precise, not only the precision handling of the instruments, we know the correct procedure of the testing or calibration. We have we have to know the safety of ourselves and about the equipment also. So these covers, these will come up, and why I request to all seniors of the NTH scientists that they should keep on passing their knowledge to the youngsters so that they should be age capable. Sir, it is not, it does not mean that I have acquired knowledge in 1 day or 2 days by reading theoretically or by going through the IES or by going through the any manuals or testing or calibration or whatever it may be, it will give us the status of operator only. But you have to make your young generation, your young fellow to the level of that one, so that India should not spend more money into the repairing of instruments and into the purchasing of that equipment from outside. Now, sir, at the as plan of the our honorable Prime Minister, now Make in India program has been started. So what we need, sir, once our skilled fellows is there, they know how to read between the lines of IS, and they know the handling of equipment, and they are means they are spending their time beyond the extra hours, so that the make in India should actually be converted in made in India, so that our machining equipment also, our not only that manufacturing products, now our manufacturing growth is there, but sir, it will be very good. Now till now we are importing the machines from the foreigners. Now, sir, it should be like that, that our machinery equipments, our machines and all also should be acceptable to the foreign agencies and foreign laboratories and foreign manufacturing industries also. They should feel proud to have the product of Indian markets. It is only possible because we are having very energetic young force, and if we train them properly, already so much program is there, sir. Skill development, there are so many programs, so our generation should involve themselves, they should learn themselves, they should learn from the seniors, so that it should pass on from generation to generation. So that is from my answer regarding this precision measurement for the electrical system and electrical parameters and calibration. And here, sir, with your guidance and with your blessing, sir, JS sir, means I'm going to start the calibration laboratory in NTH Ghaziabad, and system means I will means I will start the laboratory with the minimum cost of this one, sir, and I think within this next year means it will be started, sir. So same way, sir, when I was there in means calibration at Kolkata, sir, near about more about 600 samples was annually calibrated, and our equipments has been taken at the site of various agencies what I had described earlier, but they were at par at other standards being used in on-site also. So that is from my side, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind and very informative lecture. We are really thankful to you for your presentation. And certainly, sir, it will help our industry, our laboratories, our students. Sir, as you say, sir, we are also organizing some programs, some internship program for the students of fourth year engineering college. If you can help us in training, for training them, it will be a very good help for the regional reference standards laboratories. Sir, at regional reference standards laboratory Ahmedabad, we have been requested from one of the engineering college at Madhya Pradesh that they are sending their few of the students, maybe about 20 or 20 plus students to our laboratory. If you can please help us in providing these facilities, certainly it will be very good help to us, sir. Now I would like to request Santoshi, you are here.
Yes, sir.
Santoshi, can you please stop this sharing of the presentation? Sir, there's two requests. We have some questions also. We would like to see some questions. Sir, one is basically the participants are asking the Excel sheet of the calculations of uncertainty. If you kindly share your Excel sheet, I will share this Excel sheet throughout the country so that all the participants, all the laboratories will be doing in the same way so that there should not be any communication gap and every laboratory, every participant is doing in the same way their uncertainty calculation. If you kindly share me your uncertainty calculation. Sir, we have also, sir, we have also requested yesterday, sir, I was in National Physical Laboratory, actually the Metrology Society of India, where the legal metrology is the member of Metrology Society of India. I was there. So they were simply requesting that the programs, right now we have done large number of programs and they were saying that the up-to-date data is available with us because it is the ready-made up-to-date data. This data is not available at any place. So with your kind permission, what we are thinking that we should place all these lectures, all these videos in the YouTube and all these presentations on the website so that any participant of any field can read and understand these lectures or these presentations. This will be a very good knowledge sharing platform. We are thinking in this way, sir, with your kind blessings. Secondly, sir, now we have some questions also. But before that, Santoshi, can we take the pictures? If you kindly make this video on of all the participants,
Okay, sir.
please. And sir, now we are also issuing in these certificates what is the Twitter handle of legal metrology so that the participants can retweet or like these programs. We are putting it on this legal metrology Twitter handle, and this legal metrology Twitter handle is also liking or making retweet to the Consumer Affairs Department's Twitter handle so that this will be linked with each other, and the participants can tweet or can retweet or like more number of programs of the department. So in the certificate also, we are putting the Twitter handle address so that the participants can understand. And very soon with this, all your help and blessings, when these videos will be available in the domain, public domain, it will be very easy for all of them. Anybody can see, anybody can understand at any point of time.
Yes, we should put the videos, Ashutosh, whatever is possible and is allowed by the experts. There may be certain sections which they may not want them to be on the YouTube. So we can ask for their permission and then we can share them on the YouTube.
And the presentations on our website, sir, with the certificates. Santoshi, are you making it online? Making it the videos on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I am not able to see.
No, user can switch on your video yourself.
All the users are requested to kindly switch on their videos so that we can take the pictures and we can place it on our website. On this Twitter handle, I'm sorry, on the Twitter handle. All the participants are requested to kindly switch on their videos. And it should not take more than 2 to 3 minutes. Please. Time is important, time is precious.
वीडियो कहाँ से ऑन होगी?
Yes, सब लोग वीडियो ऑन कर दीजिए, माइक ऑफ रखिए, वीडियो ऑन कर दीजिए. All participants are requested to kindly switch on their videos.
आ रही है? फोटो आ रही है तेरी?
Please switch off your mic. Santoshi, you are taking the pictures?
Sir, wait for I'm make the panelist to all users. Wait
Yeah,
for 2
please,
3
please.
minutes.
Yes, please, please. So Gupta sir, you kindly share your your slides, because presentation and these Excel sheets will share to all the participants after the program, because there are large number of large number of participants. It is more than around 250 plus participants have participated today in this program. So we have to share this Excel sheet and this presentation you already shared. I will share the presentation with the certificate as well as with the Excel sheets.
Okay, sir.
ये संतोष जी प्रेजेंटेशन हटा दीजिए, प्रेजेंटेशन नजर आ रहा है. अच्छा, प्रेजेंटेशन आपने लगाया, ठीक है, ऑल राइट, प्लीज यू कंटिन्यू. Video means camera. You have to open your camera, please. Not video, I'm sorry, camera. Many names are here, but they have not opened their camera. Actually, sir, there are large number of participants, so it is taking some time, 2-3 minutes, to make them panelist. Yes, address of the website will also be shared very soon. Next, maybe in the next week, or with the certificates.
Yes.
Kindly switch off your mic, please.
तू पूछे प्रेग्नेंट लेडी कहाँ रह जाएगा?
हाँ, ध्यान में
Santoshi, done?
1 minute, sir. Only 1 minute.
All our participants are requested to kindly open their Twitter handle and like these photographs, which will be available today on our Twitter handle at LMGOI.
संतोष जी क्लिक कर लीजिए.
Yes, sir. Yes.
सब पार्टिसिपेंट थोड़ा ज्यादा है तो उन सबको बनाने में थोड़ा टाइम लग गया है पैनलिस्ट.
217 पार्टिसिपेंट दिख रहे थे.
हाँ सर, यस.
कुछ चलने दो मनीषा.
संतोष जी, डन?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you all the participants. We were having some questions. Sir, we will take these questions in a WhatsApp later on. But with the permission of the chair, I'd like to thank all the participants, our joint secretary, sir, and the expert, Gupta ji, who has made this program successful. Thank you very much, sir, and wish you all a very happy New Year 2023, because this is the last program, I think, of this year. Now we will meet in the next year. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.